Hey Taurus, how are you doing today? It's been a while. Happy 2024. Right now I'm just shuffling the cards a little bit more here with the intent of putting your energy in this so that I can try and reach out to as many Taurus beings as I possibly can. Because my main goal is to deliver something insightful to the Taurians. Look to your placements. Do you have Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or is it your midheaven? It could be you could have a stellium, or it's your Venus if you're looking for love messages. So anyways, okay. I'm just going to shuffle one more time with the whole deck here. Okay. Now I'm going to split it into three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. I'm just going to stick to those. 1, 2, 3. But of course, any placement could really resonate. They're just messages. Okay. All right. Taurus, I want to look at what is coming up for you for the rest of January. First card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The King of Wands. Okay. What about this King of Wands? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hierophant. Dang. Okay. King of Wands. Coming up for you. So the Hierophant here, this could mean two different things. There could be a fire sign that you are, that's like a boss. You're doing some kind of business deal with them. Or it could be a fire sign or someone who has a prominent fire placement in their chart who you could be tying the knot with as well. So Hierophant really just represents contracts. What is tying the knot? It's a contract. It's a marriage contract. But contracts can also be business. It could be family. It could be karmic, right? So either way, but there's a fire sign for somebody who has those attributes. So with this King of Wands, they're very charismatic. They have a lot of fire, so they're definitely masculine energy. They're very out there. They're not an introvert type at all. Or maybe they are, but they're really good at socializing at the same time. Extrovert and introvert at the same time. Okay, well, let's pull some other stuff, shall we? We got those two accompanied in the beginning parts. So this is going to be, it could be timeless, of course. I don't usually like to put on times, but then at the same sense, it's fun to try and just say, oh, ooh, let's see what's at, the rest of January. So, okay. Now let's look at what's in your thoughts right now, or not what's in your thoughts, but maybe I want to try and see if I can peek into what might be on your mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords. Oh. And there's the Three of Swords. It's on your mind. Maybe some of you are dealing with somebody who is, this doesn't have to be romantic, okay? This could also mean just a character that was very sharp. They're very impulsive in their communication. So maybe you guys had like a fight. This could represent somebody that you had a fight with, or there's a falling out with, but it's still in the back of your mind. This really is something that does bother you, even though you try as hard as you can to not allow it to bother you. That could be it. But of course, it could also be a breakup, right? It could be that as well. So, but that's what it's showing in your thoughts to me. Keep in mind, I'm not a fortune teller, okay? These messages are really just to try and offer some insight after I get a story. So hopefully this can be inspiring for you, or it gives you an epiphany in some way. So let's look at what's beneath, like what's at the root. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The root is the Tower. Okay. I'm seeing a different storyline here too. I'm also seeing there's a possibility that somebody is still not over another person, but in the moment right now, they are getting serious with an individual, which would be the King of Wands. So there is a contract that could be made with them, but at the Crown, there's still heartbreak. And so at the Tower, being at the root, for some, not all. Okay, that's just another story I'm getting. Let's look at like the recent past. Oop, okay, I'm not taking those now. Okay, maybe that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, Star card, but then this one. So this one flipped out, and then I kept shuffling again. I got another major arcana here. This is the 9 of Wands reversed. So it looks like you let your guard down more, which if the previous storyline I was just talking about with this King of Wands, if it's some kind of relationship or if it's career, it allowed you to open up more to possibilities. So this would represent the guards being kind of let down more. And it brought in an opportunity, a star opportunity, right? To flourish and grow somewhere, leading into this Hierophant of contracts with the King of Wands. Let's look at what could be coming towards you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, the 8 of Cups. And the King of Cups. There's another king here. But this doesn't have to represent somebody. The 8 of Cups and the King of Cups. Something that could be coming towards you is someone that is, I'm getting a past person, maybe. I'm looking at this 8 of Cups, and it always makes me think about the past. So this could either, I don't know if this is, I don't think this is you that's going to go to the King of Cups. I could be wrong though, but that's not what I was getting. The first thing I kind of got is in some past situation where you had to walk away from it. It's going to kind of come back. It's going to be a King of Cups kind of figure, a character. So they're more of the emotional type of individual. Maybe they don't like to show it, but they are. That's just what I'm getting. I could be wrong about that, of course. You know, it's just what I get. Or if things don't work out and you choose not to take this contract with this King of Wands here, you could be walking away from that and then meeting a King of Cups or Queen, whichever. Okay. I'm going to look at what is in your energy field right now for Taurus. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So 7 of Wands, it seems that you are still kind of battling a lot of things, but you're not, you're still above, right? You're still above it all. You're still able to keep your balance there. You're still able to hold the fort down. So that's what I get. But it's not easy. It does not look easy either. So another thing I want to say is in regards to this Knight of Swords here with the 3 of Swords, another thing I got was that this could also represent a child. If you have kids, maybe there's a heartbreak or a falling out with one of your kids and you've lost contact with them. And so, but you really, being a parent, you know, you want to have that connection with your children, but maybe something happened. Because Knights, I always kind of think about teenagers as well, or just impulsive teenagers. I don't know. You can make it fit however you want, but that was another thing I got. Okay. Let's look at what is the surroundings looking like for you right now. 3, 4, 5. Page of Wands. Okay, and what else? 3 of Wands. So the environment, it seems maybe there's a lot of new things going on, but it's also filled with uncertainties. The Page is the most immature out of all the out of all 4, you know, the Page, the Knight, and then the Queen and the King. So it kind of signifies to me something that's uncertain. It's like it feels like everything is just a new journey. Maybe you had to start over somewhere. Maybe you moved. Maybe if you didn't move, you start a new job. There's a new project that you've been working on. It's kind of like in the very beginnings of it. Or maybe some kind of family dynamics changed, friends. But it doesn't seem like it's a bad thing, though, because the 3 of Wands is not a bad card to get. It's really about just the beginning manifestation part. It's like, well, it is waiting for your ships to come in, I guess. But I also see it as the journey that's still kind of unfolding. So that's what I get. Very inspiring, though. It seems like maybe there's a lot more people inspiring around you, or you feel inspired by others more. Let's look at your hopes and fears. I see this as a hope. 10 of Cups. That's the best hope you can get, right? That's everyone's hope and dream. At least I'd like to think. Yeah. The only issue here as to why this would be a fear is because we have this at your crown, and then we have this at your root. This is the crown, this is the root, above and below, right? Well, in ways, it kind of speaks to fears that are holding you back in a way to open up, and which is completely understandable. I think majority of us out there, you're not the only one, Taurus. It is not easy to open up fully, and there's reasons behind it. However, I think that you have the abilities to know the right pace to open up, because essentially you do want to have this. But it is a fear as well, because you fear that what if I'm not able to get this? So then you try and hold yourself back from wanting it as bad. Because if you try to repress yourself and say, no, I don't actually really want that, but deep down inside you do, you're just kind of maybe lying to yourself that you don't, or that you don't care. It's not a big deal to you. You do it in a way, and human beings, right? We all do this. We kind of just, it's like sarcasm or joking around. We joke around because we're trying to lighten the mode, and we're not wanting to take it personal. We're more worried about if we focus on it and want it too much and we don't get it, the downfall is that much harder, which, yes, that is true. It is best to keep a more flowy, you know, let's not have expectations or be too like gung-ho about it's going to be this way and only this way, and I'm not going to be happy or find happiness without it in this particular way. But at the same sense, you know, it's just normal. It's normal. But I think, yeah, I think you're definitely opening up more. Like all of us, we all have things we got to work on. No one is perfect, and no one has the perfect life. There's always going to be a con to a pro, and there's always going to be a catch to a deal. So let's look at what could possibly be the outcome, whether it's by the end of January or whether it goes a little further out. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we have the 5 of Swords, and I really need to pull this. Okay. So we have the 5 of Swords. And we have the Hermit. Okay. So it kind of is laid out like this. This message I'm getting is there's going to be a light shined on a situation where someone was not being very authentic. That's what I get. Like this Hermit here is exposing something. Maybe someone in a friendship circle, or maybe someone in a family, friends, family, work. Something about that. It's going to be exposed. That's what I get, honestly. So overall, or it could be this too. I'm looking over here at what's in your crown, right? It's also a knight. It's also swords. There's a 3 of swords here. I don't know what the situation is, but something that involves pain. And then at this very end here, the possibility of what could happen is that maybe the Hermit here is all about going within and really kind of deep diving and reflecting to yourself. It's kind of like you turn into a hermit crab, right? You really soul search in yourself, and then you sometimes can bring to light some things about in regards to maybe it's the same individual. Maybe it's something you noticed or you learn about this individual that caused this heartache. And by noticing it and realizing it and accepting it within yourself, whoever it is, it can help you heal a little bit more and get past that, so it's not living rent-free in your head. If it's not that, then it could just be, you know, exposure of someone or some circle of people. So, yeah, we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 major arcanas here, by the way. We have the Hierophant, which is a Taurus card, by the way. Oh, my lights just went out. Fun. And then we have the Star, which is an Aquarius. The Tower is a mixture of Aries and Scorpio. And the Hermit is Virgo. So you can look to those placements in your natal chart. With these combined, just having the major arcanas combined, this speaks about major transformation. When is it not major transformation? Honestly, let's be honest with ourselves. We're constantly transforming. I swear I say it like 1,000 times a day. Transformation. It's like the newest word that everyone uses and overuses. Anywho, so yeah, I mean, I just see there's contracts Big themes, contracts, opportunities, difficulties. Was it restructuring? And then inner reflection, deep soul searching from the journey along the way. That's what I have for you, Taurus. All I got to say is that if there is some drama going on in your life, the best thing to do is to just kind of reflect and look at both ends of the spectrum. Do your best not to assume things. Do your best to not allow others to walk all over you either. You know, yes, you have boundaries, but maybe you're one who has boundaries, but you still overgive. You still give yourself too much. And there's nothing wrong with that, but at the same time, it can really drain you. And over time, you put yourself out there more than you really need to, and other people that don't even deserve the services that you give. And of course, you know, it's human to want to help others. You know, a lot of times you'll encounter people who don't understand or aren't grateful for that. Surround yourself with people who are aligned with you, who want to see you succeed, and never allow your hopes to just die. Allow it to still be a possibility instead of just shutting it out completely. And that's what I have for you. I hope you liked it. All right, Taurus, have a great day. Peace out.